best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on type, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head.
chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple-made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Ford Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the... .25. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts. And about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Goff. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Handoff running left is Etienne. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On play action, Lawrence rolling to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
These They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
ETN up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, ETN. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hand. In the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. On the move to his left. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. But to throw again is Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Lawrence going to throw again. Finds his tight end Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And off.
Out of the gun, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets.
A safety often allows.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Ready. Yellow.
Lance now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, McCaffrey. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Hut, 33, yellow.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. And Kittle catching the slant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
45, white.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have regained the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll buy some time right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Grant Calcaterra, a 7-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field.
They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 30. Throwing on first down is Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On second down, here's Mitchell. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means so now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And Lance now to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Lance going to try to throw for this. Steps away to his left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Trap 60.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
On the down.
13 yards remaining on second down. Throwing is Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him. It's like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. All even as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Red 38.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ready,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Operating from the gun, Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ultra. Ready.
Here's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 24, Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
48. Right there, hurt. Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the ship.
Another run here with Sanders. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Ready? Hawk 70. Hey, watch it. Sponge. No.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Once again with Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now Lance. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
57 mark.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishment. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The 4th bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway here in London. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes, eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Singletary to get the drive started. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Allen. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first down, McKinnon again. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 28 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Allen off the play fake. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bills are able to move back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll get this down to the 38.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the right for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 26 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted.
picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, as the first half is winding down, and the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good, and it's now 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
Looking at it with 2020.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Nick Bolton. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Third and short, McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
17,
Mahomes going to throw. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. George Karlaftis. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do?
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both... Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Being chased out left. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in London. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now Allen again. Forced out to his left.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Allen now looks to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 27 yards.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Now Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 30, 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. And the Bills are going to recover. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hines. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.